Welcome back to the One Step Journey podcast, episode 16.
1-6, the Sweet 16.
We are back. Thank you guys again for tuning back in with us and taking another step with us on this journey. Whatever journey you are on, we are here supporting you along the way. You
Yes.
got this. We're proud of you. We appreciate you. It's time to get back to business. But we are back here today.
We are back.
Beautiful Monday.
Beautiful.
We are in the infamous Hergage basement on a Monday. You only know what that means, Jeffrey.
It's softball.
Softball.
And it's the last week of the year.
What is today?
Last week of the season. It is playoffs, baby.
Let's go. We have
So actually, right now as we're recording this, it's 6:09 p.m. The first round of the playoffs goes off in 20 minutes. We had the number one seed this year, so we got a bye for the first round. We have the semifinal game in an hour.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, I do they know our team name or do they not know our team name? I forgot.
I don't know if they do, but even if they do, let's give them a reminder.
We'll give you a quick reminder. Our team name is the Slow Strokes.
Slow Strokes.
Slow Strokes.
We stroke
here.
slow.
Yes, we do. We are back, baby. So, huge game tonight.
Huge game.
Electric. Going to be
Huge games.
Gonna be
We are going to win the semifinals.
Yes.
Got to start there.
And you do know who we may play in the championship.
Toth.
Swear to God.
Oh, my God.
That would be insane. So, let's play game one, take care of business, do what we got to do, and see where things shape
That's a
up.
scrappy-ass team, dude.
Scrappy. So the Slow Strokes, baby.
So we're the Slow
We're scrappy
Strokes.
as can be.
And we got a big guest coming out to sub on the team.
Whoa.
Big Clayton Thorson.
Wow, Big Clay.
QB1, NFL quarterback.
QB1 coming out to play with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He much needed. Need it for tonight. Need the boys energized, juiced up. We are juiced up as always too.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm excited for tonight. It's gonna be a good night.
I am very excited. You know, let's go out there and let's just continue to do what we've been doing all year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the amazing thing about what we've been able to accomplish this year is we've gone back to simplifying, right? Stop swinging for the fences, go for the gap hits, base hits, get people on, just move them over, just do a job. Don't need to swing big and do too much, right? And just do what we came here to do.
Simple. Like I like to say, just chip away.
That's exactly what I feel like was our demise the last couple years. Is we would start hot, we'd win a couple games at the beginning, and then people would just start swinging big for the fences. In the softball league that we play in, it's not the home runs that win games; it's the base hits. It's the base hits that win.
Absolutely.
Just put it in play. Force them to make a play. The higher you hit it up in the air, the higher chance it's going to get caught.
Correct.
The harder you hit it down, it's going to be tough. You're going to bobble it. You got to make a play, right? And so I would much rather hit it down and hard, force that guy to make a clean play and throw me out at first or whatever it is, than hitting it up in the air and giving people cans of corn. I mean, obviously things can happen on that, but the last couple of years, like I said, we normally win a couple games, and then guys just start trying to swing big, and it's a lot of pop outs, and then we can't hit. But this year, up until this point, yeah, I need to knock on some
wood here,
right? We've been getting a lot of line drives and base hits. Guys know what they got to do this year. It feels different this year.
Yeah, it
That's
does,
all I'm
man.
gonna say.
It does. Well, I think the comparison really quick that I think of right away is like, I think of the 90s Bulls, right? You think about Michael Jordan when, he was obviously the best player in the league and he was doing all this on the come up, but like they weren't winning many games. Then he figured out that he knew how good he was and he knew how to get other players involved, that he got to a point where he just knew how to win games. He didn't care about his stats.
Yeah.
He just knew how to win. I feel like that's where we're at right now, where
Yeah.
people don't care about their stats. We're here to win games.
I just want to win. I don't give a shit.
I don't care if I'm 0 for 4. If we win the game, we win the game.
I don't need to be hitting home runs, man.
It's amazing.
I can hit home runs, but I don't need to do that. I'd
You
rather hit base hits and just get on.
Simple. Yeah. The last thing you need to do is run in the mud, right? It's the last thing you need to do is run in the mud.
The last thing I need to do is run in the fucking mud. Let's knock on some wood that it doesn't rain tonight.
Yeah. Amen.
Running on a muddy field in my fucking posterior chain
Yeah.
does not go well together, bro. I don't know what it is. It's the unsure footing.
No.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out into the universe. Good things are happening and will happen tonight. We will be coming to you live from episode 17, Champions.
Ooh, let's go. Manifest.
Yep, manifest that.
Affirm it. Let's go. Let's go. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, tonight the Slow Strokes are going to take care of business, and we're excited to do that. We're so excited.
We are very excited to do that. We will take care of business. But first off, you took care of business earlier.
Did.
Back in again.
Uh-oh.
Talk to us.
We're back, baby. So, you guys know, wintertime, Jeffrey and Colton, we are Cold Tub Chronicles.
Cold Tub advocates,
all through
always.
Always.
Love it.
And
Borderline insane.
Yeah, we are 100%.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, I love the thrill, dude. And I got the tub back up, and I was trying to figure out where to put it. For now, I have it in the garage, right? Filled it up with some water, threw some ice in there. Was still relatively cold. Nothing's gonna beat it out in the wintertime. 20 degree. It's 5 degrees. It's not gonna beat that cold. But anyways, besides the point. I got in, I filled it up, cleaned it out. I hopped in for about a minute and a half. Super quick. But dude, that initial shock that you get and that high that you get when you get out is just
it's unlike anything else.
You can't beat it, dude. It's so euphoric. You're just so locked in on whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's work or reading, or you're just so much more focused. And it felt good to get back to that. That aspect of, you know, the whole mental fortitude that we keep talking about, and the whole overall wellness of the body, and doing some biohacking that we keep talking about too. We've talked about before.
Yeah.
Like cold tubs are just the initial shock. Doesn't beat it, bro. So
let me ask, how long did you sit in it?
A minute to a minute and a half, give or take.
Okay.
Minute to a minute and a half. And of always, you already know what I had to do at the end.
Submerge.
Always submerge.
Submerge.
Always submerge. And I will say this first. Shout out to Jeffrey, because when I first started, I was so scared to submerge. I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing it. Jeffrey pushed me to do that.
So hard.
I appreciate you. No, I really do. When it's really cold out, there's only one time that I didn't do it, when it was negative 16 degrees
when it's
out.
negative, I'm not doing that either.
No.
That's you're asking to get like a fucking ear infection.
Correct.
Or like perforate an eardrum or do something crazy like that. I'm not doing that. No. But for the most part, when it's 30 degrees out and we're still out there, like, we're going to do it. But when it's getting borderline scary out there, when you have to wear like a beanie and like a face guard when it's negative 10. I'll give you a pass. I'll give myself a pass to not be submerging.
Yes.
Right? But that's amazing.
Yes. Dude, it felt good, man. So we're getting back on the train again. Started today.
Nothing beats the first time getting in when you get that.
Yes, dude.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you can expect it, but for the first time, it's always the first time. Yes. After that, I'm gravy. But if I haven't done it in like 6 months, it's that first time that really takes that breath away, and it's like, oh shit, this is real.
I was a little scared getting in, I'm not gonna lie.
I love it.
Just that little.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. It's like riding a bike though for
I know.
us. It's gonna get easier, and then soon enough it's gonna be wintertime and it's gonna be freezing.
And I already know that my dad's gonna call me or he's gonna text me that I still need to go get my cold tub out of his yard. I gotta clean it and take it over to my
Randy,
place.
get on your son.
Yeah, I was literally just over there before this,
get
and
the tub out.
And I was like, oh, my dad's gonna ask about this. I need to fucking clean it too.
Yeah,
but. It's always funny because I always talk to people. I'm like, hey, you know, we start talking about cold tubbing and all that kind of stuff, biohacking and tips and tricks. And it's kind of crazy. I feel like I've become so addicted to that because it gives you a natural high. And like I've been sober for so long that like that's like my thing now. But it's always funny when I talk to people about it and I'm like, oh, like you cold tub too? And they're like, yeah, you know, I do it over at Lifetime and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, like that's amazing. And not discrediting, but like,
yeah.
Let's do it outside.
Yeah, right.
Right. I love that. But this year we're gonna go outside and we're gonna do it.
Yes.
In the winter when it's 5 degrees out.
Dude, I give my
kudos
roses
to anybody that does it.
1000%,
Cold tubbing is
dude.
hard, and I think technically cold tubbing is anything below 50 degrees. 50 degrees.
I think you're right.
50
yes.
or 55.
Give or take around that
It's still
mark.
cold. It's still cold for like the average person getting in there. But if we really want to challenge ourselves, let's challenge.
Yes.
Right?
And put your hands underneath too.
Yes.
Hands are key. Jeffrey got me on that too. That
the
was
hands and the toes are the first things, man,
Yes.
especially in the winter.
Yes.
You got to move them. And it's like
you got to get them in, dude. You can't be scared, man. But dude, I'm telling
especially
you.
the fingers.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude.
You know the secret though. Towel in the dryer.
Always. Get it ready, baby. Get it ready. Luckily, where we're at, the laundry room's really close to the garage.
God. I got a mud room too, which actually, oh my God.
It's going to be perfect.
The dryer is right there.
It's so money,
Have
dude.
a towel on the ground, boom, come in,
Boom.
grab it, dry off, I'm done.
Done. Now you're locked in to do.
Because I'm going to put mine in the garage probably this year.
You should. Yeah.
Or
dude.
maybe out in the yard. I kind of like the yard though. Like walking out in the snow is kind of savage.
When the snow comes, I'm gonna be putting it out there soon. I will. Because
I got the patio out there and I got neighbors and they're gonna be looking. And I'm always that crazy motherfucker walking outside in 5 degrees.
Amen.
In shorts and no shirt and like get in water.
Yeah. They're like, who is this moron?
There was
here?
nothing funnier than when I lived at that nasty place that you absolutely hate. I'm just kidding. It wasn't nasty.
Bro,
at all,
my
but
stomach is queasy right now.
at Everton,
Everton.
right? Which for the people listening, is actually not nasty. It was a nice place and I loved it. I lived there for 2 years, but I had the cold tub out in the front and I'm on the first floor. So people are walking around, walking their dogs, coming back from the store. And here's a fucking lunatic outside in December and January, right? sitting in water like it's a hot tub on the porch. Literally, so many people were like, What is that? Is that water?
Mm-hmm.
They're like looking at me like I'm a freak.
Yeah, what is this guy doing?
And I'm just sitting in there for like 5 minutes, just chilling, not even breathing crazy. Hey guys, how are you? You know?
Let me ask you this though: when you were sitting in there, did anyone ever ask to go in or like talk about cold tubbing with you, or they're just
no,
not at all?
Most people, and this was also too back in like 2021, 22, a couple of years ago before it like really
blew
up. It's gotten really popular over the last couple of years.
It has.
Yeah.
Well,
something that you've noticed is we've kind of started getting into stuff a little bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
The hybrid athlete, the cold tub.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff, right?
Piggyback off this, right? Because it's been around for a while, like you said.
Oh, of course. I'm not saying we invented anything.
No,
I'm saying before, like, it was everywhere on social media.
No, correct. I just want to reiterate there are people who are listening. Like, this has been around for a while. Like,
so long.
When I was in college, I used to cold tub all the time, which leads me to ask you, like, with playing baseball, did you guys ever cold tub? No.
We did, but it was very different.
Okay.
It's like you go in up to your waist.
Yes.
Or you only put your legs in.
That's what we did too.
Right? And that's what, like, when I shout out to Nico Gubenko, he did the same thing for football.
Yes.
And I was like, there's a difference, right? Because you're only usually going up to your waist or something like that, or you're doing it out on the turf field and they have the stock cans filled up with ice and you get in, but it's also 120 degrees outside.
Correct.
Right? Love that. Phenomenal.
Respect.
But there's a whole different mental aspect of doing it outside in the winter when it's 10 degrees.
I love it, dude.
And I didn't do that. We're not going to say any names, but do you remember who I moved down to Arkansas with?
Yes.
He was the first one that put me onto it.
That's right.
Because he went and did some Wim Hof thing in fucking California.
That's right. Yes.
And he did all that. And he bought like a 110-gallon stock tank and we had it in the back. Never saw him do it once.
Yes.
Right? But he was the first one to introduce me to that. And then when I moved back and it was winter of 21 and I was watching some Joe Rogan video with David Goggins and they were talking about it and they got me fired up. So I went and filled up the bathtub with fucking 20 ice cubes in it, right? Thinking I was a badass. And I got in for like 30 seconds and I was like, this sucks. And I did it for 2 days. And I went on Facebook Marketplace and bought a 50-gallon tank and then a 110-gallon probably 2 weeks later after that. But it was like that first introductory, right? Like, you know me, I have a very addictive personality. I got hooked on it.
Boom, right away.
The benefits. I was doing it 2 or 3 times a day, bro. When I first started doing it, I'm like, I love this.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get me going.
I love this.
Yeah. Dude, it has you. It doesn't have you feel that type of like high.
It's crazy.
It's a different addiction, man.
It's like drinking 3 cups of coffee. I swear, like you are so focused, so alert, wide awake.
It's so much better for you too.
It's so good for you. Circulation. I was sleeping really good.
Yes, dude.
Waking up on time, circadian rhythm. Like body was just A1. Immune system was great. All of it. There's so many benefits.
And that's what there's so many myths because people think that when you go in this cold, you're gonna get sick. The cold. That's not what gets you sick.
It's not.
It's not. Like you can look it up. Like that's just a myth. Like people, I used to think that as a kid.
Going outside wearing a beanie or whatever and getting in the cold water for a couple minutes is not gonna get you sick.
Not gonna get you sick. Trust me. Look it up. I mean, if you don't believe us, just
going out to the bar all night wearing a fucking skirt and a t-shirt and walking around the city all night, that might.
Yes, a little bit higher risk there.
But
than
like
the cold
being
tub.
outside for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes,
you're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. But it's
It's actually funny. I didn't even think that we were gonna go down a rabbit hole this much talking about cold tubbing, but I love it. It was funny because when I was talking to the people and I showed them the videos, obviously back in January when we had that cold week where it was like negative 15 every day.
Yeah.
I went outside and did it every single day.
I was right there
with
you.
My dad is a witness, right? Because my cold tub was at my dad's. So in order for me to do it, I had to go over there. And I did it every single time. And it was funny because water freezes at 32 degrees. And so obviously it's not fully frozen. I had to go in there with a hammer for literally 5 or 10 minutes to break everything up. So that water is realistically at about 33 degrees. Just about to be frozen. If you leave it there for a day or two, it's going to freeze all the way through.
Right.
So then when you're getting in and it's actually negative 15 degrees outside, but you're getting in 33 degree water, the water is actually warm. I'm putting quote unquotes.
Yes.
It's warm compared to like standing outside, which is a very weird feeling.
Yes.
It honestly wasn't any harder than doing it when it's 30 degrees out because the water's still 30. It's just the mind.
The mental.
It's the mental.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you get outside, when you get out of it and it's negative 15, right?
Yeah.
It's different. But I think it's really just a discipline and the mental fortitude that you were talking about. And I think that's the challenge is I love doing things when I know most people wouldn't. Because like the small things like that, that's how you differentiate yourself and you gain a leg up and an advantage when it comes to mental strength and fortitude and things of that nature, building calluses on your mind and discipline and dedication, right? And I told myself, every day that I'm able to get to my dad's and do it, I am going to do it. And I had some fucking crazy streak where it was like 48 days on my whoop that I did a cold tub.
Yeah.
Or something like that, right?
Some astronomical number.
Some number like that. And I was consistent. Yeah. I did it at least once.
Yeah.
Right? And that's part of the reason why I love it, is because it's a challenge. And I love doing it in the morning, which I'm very excited about, because now that I'm going to be able to have it at my house again, I'm going to be able to go outside and do it every single morning.
Boom. Wake up early, hop in right away, first thing.
Right away.
Like that's
maybe a little kombucha first, or maybe before the kombucha. I don't know.
Whatever you got to
right?
do. Yeah, right.
But like, I'm going to get in the tub every day. I'll have no excuses this time.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is too, man. Like I need to get in that habit. I want to get in that habit of waking up at like 5 a.m. again.
Or just doing it.
Getting right. First thing I do, wake up, grab a cup of water, grab a glass of water, hop right in the tub, take a second, go to the gym. Boom. We're locked in.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Now that I'm out in Oswego, I feel like I moved all the way to fucking Indiana, Iowa, right? By myself.
Aren't you in Maine?
Yeah, I'm in fucking Rhode Island.
You're
right?
like
I'm
way
far,
northeast, dude.
But now that I'm out there, sorry to Lucas and Diego and Wilson, my gym partners, right? Because I moved a little bit farther away. I honestly think I'm gonna start going back to the gym in the morning before work.
You should.
Like 6:30 in the morning.
Dude, I don't know what it is.
We have an 8 a.m. Microsoft Teams call every single day. Mondays and Fridays we have a 7:30, and I would love to have my workout done before those.
Are you going? Let me ask you this. This may be kind of a potential two responses here. Are you doing it because of the benefits or the convenience for work, or both?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Benefits because, as you know, waking up in the morning and fucking working all day, I'm so tired after work. And it's like, that obviously isn't an excuse that stops me, because I still go to the gym. But I would just rather allocate a little bit more time to myself.
Right.
And editing the podcast and doing whatever it is that we want to do. It's just allocating a certain amount of time, where it's like, I'd rather just go to bed an hour earlier, go to the gym for an hour, and then start my day. So then after work, I can actually turn that off and go see my dad, go see some friends, right? Yeah. Have more time to record the podcast and dive into this and do whatever it is that we want to do, or just more time for myself. Yeah. Right? Because at the end of the day, we all need things to unplug, right? Whether
Completely,
that be
man.
Ted Lasso on Apple TV or you jumping on fucking XDefiant or Fortnite for an hour with the boys, or whatever it is, just to kind of turn the world off. Yeah. And that's something that, you know, we talked about on the show, is I really want to, and it's something that's really been tough for me lately because work has been so busy, is turning the work brain off. I haven't been able to turn it off.
Trust
and it's
me,
like,
man.
obviously I've been stressed out because of like the whole working and everything, but now that that's getting situated, now it's just like work. I got to go to Nashville next week. I got a demo day the week after, right? And it's like, then it's going to be September, and then we have 4 weeks until the end of the Q3, and it's so much.
Everywhere, man.
It's everywhere,
yeah,
right?
It's hard. It's hard to really focus.
It is, and I just love it too, because the gym's quieter. It's not as busy in the morning. The people that go to the gym before work at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning are there to work out. It's not high school kids playing on their fucking phones. And so it's a little bit quieter. I go in there. You obviously are fresh, energy. Your testosterone's typically the highest in the morning, right? Like, it's fresh. You feel good. Get it done. Yeah. You win the day.
Totally.
Cold tub, gym, boom, work, done. Right? So I'm thinking we're going to get back on that.
Yeah, you should, bro.
I did it twice last week, morning workouts, and I felt phenomenal.
Ooh. Was it 6:30 or earlier?
No, it wasn't.
No.
I think one day I went after our work call, right? Because I didn't have a meeting for a little bit. I had about 45 minutes to kill, but it felt great, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
No, 100%, dude. But I think
if anybody from Cynosure Lutronic is listening to this, I went at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I went before work.
6 a.m.
Before work. 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's. I agree, man, and it's hard though for some people. I mean, to kind of go from evening to morning, it takes some time for your body to get adjusted to it, bro. I'll be honest, it does. Like for me,
I'll start off doing it a couple times and just ease into it.
That's it. You don't have to go all in. Like, you don't have to quit cold turkey and just kind of make that switch. But what I'm trying to say is that it can be difficult. But like you just said, Jeffrey, just do it twice a week. And then next week, do it 3 times. And then slow.
4 times, and next thing you know, it's my routine.
And then it's routine. So, no, I'm proud of you, man, because it's those morning workouts and getting in that cold tub right away. It's going to really elevate us to that next level and where we want to take our work life, but also this on top of that, too. This is just really going to skyrocket that to whole different stratosphere that I can't wait.
100%.
I can't wait, man.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm so excited, man.
I know we got to get to the field. It's now 6:28. It's been 20 minutes.
Yes.
We got to go get warmed up. We got to get loosened up. We got 2 big games tonight.
Big games, and we just wanted to hop on here. Just to give you a quick little nugget, we're getting back in the cold tub game. Why are cold tubs important? What's the benefit of cold tubbing? And really challenge yourself. Even if I'll leave it with this really quick, 30-second quick little synopsis, then we'll go right to Jeffrey. Cold tubbing can be hard. However, there's so many benefits to cold exposure, cold therapy. If you aren't ready to get in a cold tub or a cold bath, whatever it may be, or a cold shower, I really challenge you to start here. Grab a bucket. Put cold water in it, put ice in it, soak your face for about 15, 20 seconds first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, see how you feel. Do that for a week and just continue to do that and just start there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that. The benefits of doing that are similar to hopping in a cold tub. It's going to allow you to be more focused. It's going to help tighten your skin around your face as well. But I'm talking more from the cold therapy, cold exposure, where it's really going to have you be more focused, alleviate and eliminate some of that anxiety that you may be feeling just from something so subtle as that.
Yeah.
So start with that.
You know what's crazy is I actually hate cold showers.
Really?
I'll get into a cold tub any fucking day. I don't know what it is.
I love it, dude.
I love hot showers.
I've been doing
like cold showers for me, I feel like are harder.
Dude, I've been doing them a lot lately. I'm not going to lie. I love them, dude. I love it. Maybe it's just a personal thing. I used to hate them.
I'll get in a cold tub anytime, any fucking where, willingly. Up to my neck for 5 to 10 minutes. A cold shower? I don't know, bro.
The water's filtering through. It's coming. It's not just sitting still like in the tubs we go in, right?
Yeah.
It's coming. It's just
Yeah.
spraying down on you. I don't know.
I mean,
That's just my take.
could do it. I just don't prefer it.
That's fair. Soft. But anyways, we're going to wrap this up. Jeffrey, take us home.
Yo. Yeah, with that slight little jab, we'll take that, right? Taking punches and rolling with it.
Yes,
That's
love
exactly
it.
what we talked about in the
Yes.
last episode. We'll roll with that.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
guys, thank you so much for tuning back in for yet again another great episode and taking another step with us on this journey. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. As you guys know, new episodes every single Tuesday. Big things are coming. We're working on some stuff. Super exciting. Got some big guests coming on here in the next month or two. Thank you guys. As always, we love you and appreciate you. And now the Slow Strokes are going to go fucking bring this championship home. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.